there's a vote on. I'm the only questioner remaining in the first round. Let me go quickly. Mr. Duffy, thank you for mentioning the Forged Act on multiple occasions. With regard to things like other transaction agreements and middle-tier acquisition, you can go ahead with that now without the enactment of additional legislation. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, that is correct. And if confirmed, I would look to find ways in advance of any additional legislation reforming the acquisition to ensure that the department is maximizing the use of the flexibilities that Congress has already provided. That's
good, and we need to do that, and we are going to work with you on that. Mr. Michael, let me ask about Defense Established Program to Stimulate Competitive Research, or DEPS Core. How can we build up innovation across the heartland, not just in Silicon Valley and Massachusetts?
I think there's a lot of ways. I think the SBIR programs, I think the way we get our supply chains unlinked from our adversaries, those kinds of technologies or products, if you will, that we could do that are perfectly made for more manufacturing style capabilities than software writing. And I think the lots of good universities in the center of the country that have lots of manufacturing capability training programs, and there's lots of, frankly, plants there that exist that maybe not being used, that would be used to do component building and so on. So I think that plus focus on universities outside of the Ivy Leagues and the coasts. There's lots of universities in Indiana and in Chicago, in Illinois. Mississippi, perhaps, Alabama, that are doing great things. And I think if they specialize in certain subject matter areas, that we get a lot of productivity out of that part of the
Very good. And then I'll end with Mr. Bass. You have experience in the Department of Veterans Affairs. Based on your experiences there, what additional steps should we take at the DoD to improve retention and recruitment of civilian healthcare personnel?
Thank you, Chairman. Recruiting and retaining highly qualified staff has to be a priority. We are in direct competition with the civilian sector for these critical skills and these specialists.
It's a problem.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, it's a problem, and it's difficult to compete. We need to take a look at Title 38 authorities to see if we can use that to strategically recruit specialists. We need to take a look at pay and compensation packages. We should look at training opportunities to ensure that we recruit and retain these folks. And we need to make sure we develop pipelines, recruiting pipelines from prominent universities in Mississippi, and to make sure that we have a necessary force to carry out our medical mission.
Rhode Island, not so much.
Sir, I can't comment on that.
Senator Reed, we've got a vote on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm fine.
Okay. Well,
thank you very much, Mr.
With
Chairman.
that, I'd like to thank our witnesses. Very good hearing. For the information of members, question for the record will be due to the committee within 2 business days at the conclusion of this hearing. And with that, and with the thanks of the committee, we are adjourned.